Hey guys, what's up? This is Tom coming at you once again from my still boiling hot home studio, mixing mastering room here in Berlin, and I'm sweating my balls off again, even though it's sun has long gone. But nevertheless, we'll continue on with 1 month of lessons here at Fountainhead TV. This is week number 2, Fretboard Knowledge Week, and this is day number 2. And so yesterday we talked about sequences and intervals and how important they are. And I may have rubbed some of you guys the wrong way by pointing the finger at people who have amazing technique but have no fretboard knowledge. Well, what can I say? It happens, and it's not a good thing. So we're here to change that together, right? That's the purpose of these. So today, I'm going to be doing a different thing. It's going to be a shorter lesson, less talking, more playing, and we're going to focus on this lick that I just played. It's sort of becoming the backbone for this lesson, and I'm going to show you a way that you can, improve your fretboard knowledge and use that fretboard knowledge to have, how I at least put it, to have an array of different spices available at any point that you can use to pepper the dish, right? That should be an analogy that most of you, instantly understand how it applies to music, right? So obviously these different flavors are different intervals. Now, once you have a basic understanding of a scale, in our case we're in B minor first position, and we're also using the D major pentatonic second position, right? And so this lick that I just played, let me just play it again. This is straight up B minor pentatonic, but it's already using a certain flavor, or 2 different flavors. And so we're not only, as you can see in here, using the straight up pentatonic notes, but we are using this strange note and this not so strange note. So as you can see, we are peppering it up. We are using notes outside of the scale to give it a more interesting and colorful sound. And so what you want to do is you want to have obviously a basic or more than basic understanding of the scale and where the intervals in the scale are. I mean, we talked about that yesterday. But then the next step up from knowing the intervals inside the scale is also knowing the possibilities for intervals outside of the scale. So there's all these different possibilities. The minor pentatonic has 5 notes. So there's lots of room to play other notes. You could play this. The C would be the minor second, then we have the major second, C sharp, then we have the flat 5th, and we have the major 7th, which we already used, and then we can also use the major 6th, right? And then all of these notes are possible, but outside of the scale. So you have to, first of all, know where they are. And then next step obviously is to know how they sound like and what they will do. But first things first. So what I recommend is taking a lick that you can play, that you know really well. You can also take this lick that I'm tapping out for you, which is from the solo that I did for the Kiesel guitar contest last week. And what you want to do is you want to find these spots where I incorporated these outside tones, or where, in case you want to do your own thing, where you want to incorporate an outside tone. And then you go over that over and over again, and you switch to different outside tones, and you compare and you see which ones you like. And that's really, really important, because I can sit here and I can tell you, listen, if you insert the major 9th or the major 2nd into the minor pentatonic, it's going to sound awesome. And it may be true, but it has no referential value to you because you haven't experienced it and heard it yourself. You have to do it in a way that it becomes part of your persona as a player. You just have to have that referential experience, okay? Just no way around that. That's why I'm not a big proponent of sitting around watching YouTube videos in order to get better on guitar. That's only going to take you so far. You have to build those muscles yourself. So in our case, if I just play this lick, without any alterations, any outside tones, it's nice, but a bit boring. So in the lick, how I played it in that solo, I used the major 7 going into the root, and then the sliding in and out of the blue note of the B flat to pepper it up. So these are 2 very distinct spices. Now I could also do totally different spices. Let's see how that sounds. I could use the aforementioned major 9th. Very nice. I could also use the G sharp, which is the 6th. And I could also use, a more evil spice, like the hot pepper one, the minor 2nd. So which would be C. For example. Or even more hideous and play. So that sounds totally atonal, even though I'm still thinking in B minor and B minor pentatonic. So you have to, you have to explore these possibilities yourself, and then you have to build your own internal library of how and when you want to use these different spices, these flavors. And the way I'm playing here with the minor pentatonic lends itself well to that, because you have loads of different options, because the minor pentatonic has only 5 notes. So there's plenty of other notes that you have, the space to bring in there and see what they do. And because it's just one of the first things that most of us learn on guitar. So you can start doing that and, getting into these outside ideas, if you will, pretty early on. And you don't have to be afraid of, opening a can of worms, because you're always staying within the confines of a scale that is easy to use, easy to remember, and that most of us know really well, right? And you can play around with this in improvising. And do all sorts of shit, just messing around with different chromatics and different neighboring tones. Right? Until you find the ones that you like, and then you, by referential experience, you have an easier time recreating the same sound if you want to. So yeah, there you go. That's it for neighboring tones in the context of fretboard knowledge. Again, you kind of have to go the extra mile and to do the same concept, take the same concept to different scales, different positions, and find the same notes there. So all of that goes way beyond the confines of one little guitar lesson here on this channel. But once you get the basic concept, I'm sure that you'll be able to do that. And then sky's the limit, baby. All right. that's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you know somebody who doesn't know this channel and doesn't know this type of content but should, then please forward this video to him. I'd be very thankful if you did. Please do put your comments and questions and maybe your wish list for future content like this one in the comments below. Ring the bell. That's super important. Ring the bell if you haven't already, or even if you're a subscriber already, because then you will get notified when the next video is being uploaded, which is going to be tomorrow, right? So back tomorrow with more fresh licks. Goodbye. Love you.